Hello everyone, and thank you for having me here. The Index project is a foundation born in Denmark in 2002 with a global reach that inspires, educates, and engages people from all over the world to design sustainable solutions to global and local challenges. We promote the application of design and its processes to create better solutions in vital areas of the lives of people and communities around the world. These processes must be deeply anchored in what we have coined in 2002 as design to improve life, a user-based design approach that ensures that the triple bottom line of economic, social, and environmental sustainability is always considered in the design, as well as the probable impact it generates. All design that has the capacity to improve life is a powerful tool and ally, as it creates and promotes the social value of the 21st century. Today, more and more people are increasingly demanding products and services that not only are sustainable, but also fair and responsible, using these parameters to measure how good something is. They still desire something beautiful, but they want to know its impact and its context. The questions we hear today are, how was it made? Where? Why there? In which conditions? Is it organic? Is it circular? What's the social and environmental footprint of producing this or that? And they are asking these questions rightly so, as scientists have demonstrated time and again that if we don't change our way of producing and consuming, we will simply put, live hell on Earth. So can design save us? Yes, design can save us when it's used for good. At a strategic level, while both companies and governments benefit when integrating design thinking processes into their offerings and activities, the generated social value can be greater when ensuring that these user-centered solutions take into consideration their impact and context. This is, after all, what people want. So since 2005, we have been running Index Award, the world's largest sustainable design award. Besides giving voice to hundreds of designers wanting to change the world, the award works as a beacon of inspiration and hope. Here we showcase the best examples of design to improve life. Up to date, we have had more than 10,000 projects coming from all over the world, and we are transitioning our 9th cycle. Unlike traditional design competition categories, we use categories that represent life and what's around us. It is, after all, about design to improve life. Our categories are body, home, work, play and learning, and community. I'm going to show you some examples of the projects that compete in our award. The project that you're seeing now is called Zipline, which is the world's first commercial drone delivery system designed to get critical medical supplies, such as blood and vaccines, to where they're needed fast. The multi-partner initiative featuring Silicon Valley company Zipline and the Rwandan government aims to put every single one of Rwanda's 12 million citizens within a 15 to 35 minutes delivery range of any essential medical product. Each Zipline drone is designed to carry a payload of 1.5 kilos, has an operational range of 150 kilometers, and can fly 500 deliveries in 24 hours in all weather conditions. Health workers in remote areas use a cell phone to check an order with Zipline for the medical products they need. The items are then quickly packaged at a safe distribution center and prepared for flight. Within minutes, the health workers receive confirmation that their order has been received and sent. Another example is regarding the building industry. The building industry is one of the industries with the largest environmental footprints in the world, with limited recycling and often harmful side effects for workers. Sustainable insulation is drastically needed, both in cool and warm climates, to lower operational energy consumption reduce material pollution, and ensure we limit our overall impact on the Earth. Biome, the project you're seeing here, is an environmentally regenerative and natural insulation grown from mycelium, the root network of mushrooms. Biome's mycelium insulation products not only serve to disrupt the construction industry, but pave the way for other mycelium-based goods. The material has proven to be a robust alternative to non-biodegradable materials for everything from furniture to fashion. These products have high shock resistance, a good protective value, and can be produced with minimal resources. What you're seeing now is called Pisces. Pisces is an LED light emitting device that attracts the size and species that fishermen are licensed to catch while repelling non-target species. Pisces allow anglers to easily specify the wavelengths, the intensity, the polarization, and even the flash pattern of light to meet their specific needs. For example, red is good for catching cod and blue for catching mackerel. It is designed to be easily used and reused as part of today's fishing gear, specifically nets and contemporary ways of working. The developers have worked directly with the fishermen for a solution that is easily accessible and applicable to different geographical environments. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this project in relation to technology. And technology can also help us. It is a great way to use design. Yes, it is great when combined with design. But we need to make sure that it acts as an enabler, again, thinking about the impact and the context. This is an example from this year, Algorithmic Justice League, Inclusive AI. Today, AI systems are used to decide who gets hired, the quality of medical treatment we receive, and whether we become a suspect in a police investigation. While these tools show great promise, they can also harm vulnerable and marginalized people and threaten civil rights. Unchecked, unregulated, and at times unwanted, AI systems can amplify racism, sexism, ableism, and other forms of discrimination. Joy Bolamni is galvanizing a growing moment to expose the social consequences of AI. AGL's mission is to raise public awareness about the impacts of AI, equip advocates with empirical research to bolster campaigns, build the voice and choice of most impacted communities, and galvanize researchers, policymakers, and industry practitioners to mitigate AI bias and harms. Technology is great, but we need to always remember that it has to be for everyone. And I want to continue with the topic of technology to show you that we don't need to think all of our solutions from a high-tech point of view. What you're seeing here is Paperfuge, which is a 20-cent manual centrifuge made from simple household materials. It works just like a traditional centrifuge and can spin biological samples at thousands of revolutions per minute, a critical step in disease diagnosis. Centrifuges are essential for diagnosing malaria, HIV, and tuberculosis. They are designed to isolate and detect low levels of infection, pathogens, and parasites in blood, urine, and stool samples. Traditional centrifuges can cost up to $1,000 per machine and generally rely on electricity. Paperfuge can spin samples at a speed sufficient enough to separate plasma from a blood sample, a standard diagnostic procedure in just 90 seconds. With the wide distribution of paperfuge, particularly in low-resource communes, diseases can be diagnosed and treated more quickly, leading to a reduction in preventable mortality rates. And the best, it costs only 20 cents on the dollar. So as I said before, both businesses and governments benefit from using design to improve life. Companies, because they are selling services and products that contribute to the social value that people expect now by adhering to sustainable, responsible, and fair activities. Governments integrating design to improve life into its policies, activities, and processes will ensure an improved life for people and its environment. By using design thinking methodologies, a government can take better decisions, act based on research, and following methods and procedures, come closer to its users, the people, listen to them, and co-create solutions, better solutions, while at the same time having the tools to demand design to improve life products and services be the norm for its citizens. Governments have, however, the power to go one step beyond and ensure that design thinking, or even better, design to improve life thinking, is embedded in the curriculum agenda of its education institutions, preparing young people for a future of complex challenges such as globalization, digitalization, or climate change requires high quality STEM. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. Additionally, skills such as creative problem solving, the ability to innovate, and critical thinking are increasingly important for openly embracing change and consciously shape the future. Together with Siemens Stiftung, we have been running for the past 2 years the project called Design Thinking in STEM, aimed at developing approaches for teaching these abilities in science and technology lessons, and is being currently implemented in Chile, Peru, Mexico, and South Africa. Design thinking methods encourages students to address challenges with a sense of empathy, viewing a problem through the eyes of someone actually confronting it. Through interdisciplinary teamwork, ideas and approaches are turned into physical prototypes early in the process to be tested, to be evaluated. The project builds on top of the Index Project's years of experience, working with all levels of educational institutes, as we have developed several step-by-step tools and techniques for the classroom that take teachers through the various phases of design thinking. What you're seeing here is our main tool, which is now called the Compass. The Compass is a problem-solving tool that integrates the three fundamental competencies of didactics, process facilitation, and design to improve life. Whatever the challenge, the Compass can help you get from A to B with concrete actions, methods, and techniques. So to finish up, I want to leave three remarks. From a strategic point of view, the creation of social value through design thinking, or better, through design to improve life thinking, will help secure the consumption and production of products that are sustainable, fair, and responsible. Products that not only think of the form, but also of the impact and the context. This leads, of course, to better products and services and a better life. Design should still be connected with technology for social innovation. Technology is a great tool, but we need to make sure that it still acts as an enabler, that is open for everyone, and that is aware of its context and probable impact, rejecting racism, ableism, and all forms of discrimination. We cannot let ourselves be overpowered by technology. It is us that needs to control technology. And finally, we need to remember that while city governments can improve the competitiveness of cities through technology-embraced design, it is more important, needed, and all in all a better bet to from an early age form and prepare students for a future of complex challenges, teaching them the skills to navigate this future, changing and shaping it for the best. For this, a STEM education supported with design thinking has shown excellent results in supporting critical thinking, innovation, creative problem solving, and empathy. Making society feel that they are part of both problem and solution can be a really powerful ally. Well, Index Award has its importance because it's the world's biggest sustainable design award. We have been holding this award since 2005, and that means that through the years we have received thousands of nominations. Up to date, that we are after the sixth cycle of the award, we have received more than 11,000 or 10, almost 11,000 nominations. And what I think is really special is that Index Award works as a beacon of hope. Right? They can show people what are the best examples of design to improve life. What is it that you can reach? Um, and of course, what I think is also really important is that in difference of the common design awards where they focus on product design, on service design, or one particular area of design, we focus on life. And we focus on body, we focus on home, work, play and learning, and community, which pretty much encompasses everything. So I think that this combination of different categories, what is the tone, what is, that we don't care about another white teacup. The world has already solved the problem of having a white teacup. So we need design that can improve life for people. And that is the main focus and the sole focus of Index Award. And that's what I really think that the Index Award is really important. Our involvement with the winners and finalists doesn't end when the award is finished. So when the award finishes, we continue working with finalists and winners, not only from the present year's award, but from previous years. And we work in communication ways. So we use cases when we hold the conferences, when we use cases when we need to do a production together with a different company. For example, we have done online exhibitions with Google Arts and Culture with focuses on different trends and topics that uses different finalists and winners. So, finalists and winners, we call them the index alumni. And I would say that we also use it in our own initiatives. For example, when we hold education workshops or education conferences, and when we need to talk with someone about what is designed to improve life, and we teach them, the different tools to actually come out with a solution that is a design to improve life solution, then we need to show examples. So we also use them, and we use the cases that we have as examples that we can show people this is what it is about. And what we try to do, and I think we're pretty good at it, is continuing, working with this that I said, with all the alumni. It's not just this year's winner, and we also want to put them together. I want to have someone from a winner from the world category of 2021 to talk with someone from play and learning from 2019, and so on, because I think that this cooperation brings a lot of value, not only to Index but also to our alumni. We don't just do Index Award for us. What we want to do is, you know, help the world, help other people, but we also want to help all our finalists and winners. We want them to collaborate and create new ways of design to improve life. Well, besides our communication efforts, and of course exhibitions, what we do with the winners, so some of the winners and finalists, is that we invest into them. So the Index project has created two different impact investment microfunds, where we are investment today in more than 16 different projects, and we invest together with, yeah, co-investors. And of course, this investment, what it does is help bring these projects a step further. There are many projects that we have seen through the years that they're really good at design, they're really good in creating the idea, but somehow, sometimes they lack a business view. So we have been working with different finalists and winners, where we have trained them. Index themselves have trained them. We have also paired them up with different other companies, like for example BCG, and then have gone a step further, where we have actually injected money into them, right? Um, but I would say that most of the projects, or well, actually all of the projects that have either been a finalist or a winner of Index Award, they are real. It's not a concept. So especially if you're a winner. You cannot be a winner of index award if you only come with a concept. It has to be at least on an advanced prototype level. So that's one way of securing that, we're not just awarding ideas, which of course ideas are great, but we need to secure that the awards that we're giving are actually having an impact right now, or at least they are beginning to have that impact. So we need them to be real. We need them to be at a prototype level. But I would say the biggest thing that we do is in regards to how do we push it forward, is injecting money. It's training and injecting money, because that can make a big difference.